escapes, right? So let's go through some nice ones. So we go from high clinch, okay? I really like both of these. So getting under, both of these are, if you train with Sensei Greg, are really good ways of escaping high and low clinch, okay? So passing under, I love doing this one. So you pass under the elbow. They do some of the work, I do the rest of the work, okay? So if I push the elbow all the way up, they're going to see it coming. If I leave them there, and I do the slipping under, I'm kind of well, I could, if they know what they're doing, I could be walking straight into the guillotine. So I want them to do half of the work, so I can slip underneath, okay? So, slip under, get around the back. Now remember this, keep it tight. We're still in grappling. If you hear when we were talking about grappling range, we're still in grappling range, okay? I'm not punching him, I'm not kicking him, I'm not throwing him on the floor yet. So I'm keeping this distance all the way around, keeping it tight. I just want you to do that for that one. What you do after that, there's lots of things you can do. You go high, I can take it down. If you hear on the range session, I was teaching one where you slip through the right foot and sweep them. I want, based on the nature of what tonight's all about, trying to keep it fundamental grappling, just do that. Start with, okay? You take take the left foot round to get around the back, okay? You can do it with right foot forwards, but take the left foot round and just maybe make a point. Again, don't want to train bad habits. I don't want people to try and do it wrong. That. And chest pointing that way. And then you go back to it again. So I don't want people to do, so for the sake of trying to drill it in, get under and put your chest on the back. Okay? And you come round, slip under, chest on the back. So that whatever you do next is more doable as opposed to being from here, and now I've got to turn myself around. And actually I've disconnected doing that anyway. Okay? And then the low, grab, you're grabbing. This is the problem hand. Remember, in this case, this is the problem arm. In this case, this is the problem hand. I want to do it. So strip, slip this. I'm going to hand over to Sensei Greg a bit because he's really good on adding tips to this. So taking this hand, slipping it through. Remember, this gap between the two of us is quite tight. So I'm trying to get this through a nice tight. I don't want to do this to get it through. Okay? Then Finny's going to figure out what I'm doing. Okay? I'm going to slip it through, grab the elbow, and discard. Like that. And if you know what you do, if you do it right, you should end up directly behind them anyway. And you don't have to move that much. So strip away, slip through, and don't be lazy. Don't do that, and I do nothing. Do a little step round, like that. Again, try and get the chest to the back. Okay? So for a brief moment, Finny's gone, well, and in that time, I can walk up and pull his head off, and all that fun stuff. So grab, and slip through. Okay? If you're quite happy with this exercise, try and make it swifter. Okay? Happy, if you knew this, break it down. Okay? So you grab, strip, slip the hand through, grab the elbow, and then try and pull this while stepping round. If you're happy with that, try and make it smoother so it's less conspicuous. Yeah? So when you're doing it, you can do this move around. If you're learning it, do it on the spot. If you like doing it, you move around and try and sort of make it smooth. So by the time you're actually here, they've gone, what happened there? Okay? So you've got two there. So you've got that one, split round, chest on the back, then low, round the back. Okay? Make sure both of you have a nerve. Okay? If you're learning this, I'm happy for people to stay still. If you are competent or somewhat competent with this, you can move around and play a little bit. Okay? If you're happy with that, try on both sides. Try on both sides of the body. Because you never know. It's alright if I've got the advantage, but maybe Finley's taking the advantage and he wants to go on the other side. So he instigates the switch. So I end up on this side, I might have to do it from this side. So now it might be worth training on this side as well. Okay? If you're in grappling range and you're staying in grappling range, all applies in doing this. So if you're trying to get round, if I disconnect, Scott's going to know I've disconnected. Right? If I disconnect, it's like a pair of devices. Right? I'm getting all modern techie analogies now. If two devices disconnect, both of them pop up and go, these devices are disconnected. Right? So if I disconnect, Scott knows it. So he's looked at me and gone, where are you going? Yeah? So I want to stay as close to Scott as possible, so he has to work harder to try and figure out what the hell is going on. Right? So if I do this, he's either going to try and he's going to clear the distance, which is what we were talking about the other day. He can either close the distance, or he can create the space or steal the space, or he's just going to outright hit me. I might go like this, I'll bring my head down, I'll bring my head up, smash, on the way up, yeah? So don't disconnect. And what we were discussing is the distance, I'm going to get mathematical now, the distance to get from here to here is shorter than to disconnect and come round if you're measuring the perimeter of the shape, okay? So staying like that is a shorter journey if you get the right footwork in, okay? So keep that in mind. Even two magnets can move, right? Even two magnets can move against each other.